Hello, all of you. I welcome all of you to our English class. Today, we will read non-detailed study, that is the lost child. In last period, we have covered the part 1 of the lost child. Today, we will cover the part 2 of the lost child. The part 1, the summary of the part 1 was, it was a festival of spring. Once a child went to a village fair with his parents. The child, being fascinated by toys, wanted to have a toy. On the way to the fair, he saw mustard field, beautiful grove, cooing of doves, a carved footpath leading to a fair, worms and insects. This was all about the first part of the lost child. Today, we will enter to the second part of the lost child. Okay. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped. He means the child. The child went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped. Heaped means collection of objects placed haphazardly. In a basket, the basket was full of flowers. The flowers were kept haphazardly way. So he went to the basket where the flowers lay heaped. As they neared the village, they means the parents. As they neared the village, when the parents neared to the village, the child saw the footpaths, the full of people. The footpaths were fully crowded. At both repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Repelled means fear. Fascinated means attracted or attraction. Here is the word confusion. Confusion means uncertainty. He, seeing so many people, so many things, he got fear and attracted also. Both have the fearness, have the attraction. Why the reason? The reason is seeing so many people before entering the fair, or by the confusion of the world he was entering. By the confusion of the world means here is fair. The confusion there, the confusion of the fair he was entering. So many people, so many things are there, so he became fear and have the attraction. First, he saw a person was shouting, that is, a sweet meat seller hugged. Hugged means shout. A sweet meat seller hugged, and sweet meat seller hugged, uttering various sweets name. These sweets name are Gulab Jamun, Rasgulla, Barfi and Jalebi. Everyone have the desire to eat the sweets, maybe child or maybe adult. So the child have the favorite food, favorite sweets, that is Barfi. Gulab Jamun, Rasgulla, Barfi and Jalebi. The sweet meat seller was shouting at the corner of the entrance of the fair. The child stared open-eyed and his mouth watered for Barfi, that was his favorite sweet. Barfi was his favorite sweet. What is Barfi? Barfi means an Indian sweets made from milk and sugar, or milk-based sweets. It was his favorite sweet. The child stared open-eyed. Child looked with open eye and his mouth watered. Watered means the saliva came from his mouth, seeing the Barfi. The mouth watered for the Barfi, that was his favorite sweets. Then he told, I want that Barfi. He slowly murmured, or in a low voice, he expressed. But he half knew, half not full, he half knew, as he begged, that his plea would not be heeded. He knew that his request will be not fulfilled by his parents. Plea means request, because his parents would say that he was a greedy boy. He was greedy. Greedy means excessive desire in you. So, without waiting for the answer from the parents, he moved on or he went ahead. After crossing the sweet made cellar, the child met a flower seller. The flower seller was shouting, "Who sells flower is called florist." If he met a flower seller, the flower seller is shouting, "A garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar." Gulmohar is the name of a flower. Garland means a circle made of flowers. Garland means a circle made of flowers. When he saw the flower seller, the child murmured. The child said in a low voice, "I want that garland, I want that garland." But he well knew that his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers. He knew very well that his parents would deny to purchase, to buy him those flowers, because they would say that the flowers were very cheap, the flowers are very low in price, you don't purchase or don't buy. So without waiting from answer, he moved ahead, he moved on. First he met the sweet seller, second he met the flower seller, a florist. Then after flower seller, he moved on and met a man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. Thirdly, he met a balloon seller. The balloon seller was selling the balloons, the color red, green and purple. A man stood holding a pole. Pole means a long thick stick of wood standing straight up. Pole. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. Seeing the colorful pole, the child desired to possess them all. The child was very happy, and when he saw the balloons and he desired, child expressed his willingness to possess them all, or a child expressed his willingness to buy them. They means the balloons red, green and purple colors. Seeing all the colorful balloons, the child desired to possess them all. That means the child desired, the child was interested to buy all the balloons. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons, because they would say, the parents would say, he was too old to play such toys. So he walked on further. He knows his father's attitude. The attitude is, the father will not allow him to buy the balloons. Instead of giving the balloons, the father will say to him that you are a grown-up boy, don't play with the balloons. So without waiting any answer from the parents, he walked on further, or he walked on far away. Then he saw a snake charmer. A snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket. That means a snake charmer was playing a flute to a snake and that snake was coiled itself in a basket. In the basket, the snake raised its head in a graceful way, bent like a neck of a swan. We know in water the swan's neck, the snake's neck is compared with the graceful way of head of a snake. And while the music stole to its invisible ears, the snake charmer was playing with a flute, and particularly we know the snake has no ears. But when the snake charmer was playing with a flute, the music stole into his invisible ears. Invisible ears means the snake has no ears. So the graceful means moving in a smooth and attractive way. It is indication toward the swan. The child went toward the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such course of music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded further. He knew his parents would forbidden him to go there, and they would say him that you don't listen such coarse music. Coarse music means very low quality music, you don't go there. In fact, in case of sweetmeat seller, the parents said to the child that you are too greedy. In second, in case of florist, the flowers were cheap. In case of balloon sellers, they told don't play with the toys because you are too old, you are a grown up boy. And in case of snake charmer, they told that don't listen the coarse music. So he proceed further. After the snake charmer, the child proceed further. The child went ahead. There was a roundabout in full swing. Men, women, and children carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and cried with dizzy laughter. There was a swing which was roundabout. In that swing, men, women, children are sitting, and the swing was moving in a whirling motion. Whirling means the rapid movement round and round. So when the men, women, children were sitting in the whirling motion in a swing, they are shouting, they are crying, they are shouting in a loud voice with dizzy laughter. Dizzy means spinning around. Some of them are laughing, some of them are crying, and some of them are shouting. This is all about the second part.